Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the Big Blues podcast presented by Pro Football 366. I'm your host, Dan Coover, along with Matt DeSimone. Matt, how are you?
I am doing excellent because we are finally doing a podcast.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing a podcast for how long have we had the page, Matt?
I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
It's probably been 4 or 5 years, and we're like, oh, cool. Well, we have, 3,300 likes-ish on there now, so
More
we're
than
like, cool.
that.
Yeah, a lot more. So, not to brag, but
Yeah, not to brag, but
not
like
to shoot our own horns, but we've done a really good job building a Facebook page.
I mean, you
So,
guys are the ones coming back and clicking on our
yeah.
stuff, so
You
it's
got
it's,
if
it's
you're
really
listening to
thank
this
you.
right now, thank you guys. It means the world to us. So that's why we wanted to give back and give you guys hopefully a podcast that's a little bit different from all the other football podcasts that you listen to. So you probably listen to, obviously we have great beat writers with the Giants. I'm not hating on any of them, but their podcasts are a lot of times more serious and would you say derived on facts?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of facts and a lot of analytics, and
Yeah.
that's just kind of boring.
Right, it is. So our method for podcasting is going to be like if we don't know something, we're just going to make it up and hope that it's right. Like, for example, like Eli Manning led the league in touchdowns in 2010 probably, right? Like that probably happened. I don't know if that's true or not.
It's close enough.
Yeah, it's good enough. I actually think that is the year he led the league in interceptions, but we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, so we're gonna try to be non-traditional. We're gonna try to have fun. We really, really don't like the analytics. Would you agree? We're not nerds.
Yeah, not nerds for
Yeah.
sure. I would agree with that.
So yeah. So with that being said, so that's kind of the background of our podcast. We're just gonna try to have some fun. We're just gonna try to keep it lighthearted and fun. So cool. So we got some keys to the season for you. And if you don't mind, Matt, you mind if I start out
Oh,
the
go
keys to
ahead.
the season? All right, cool.
Absolutely.
So I think in order for the Giants to be successful this year, one of the top keys to the season is that Odell Beckham Jr. needs to run 15.7 more of his routes from the slot and receive 7.2% more targets from the Y spot.
I actually 100% agree with you. No, we're just kidding.
No,
We're just kidding.
we're not gonna do that. That's not gonna be something that we do. That's not what we're about. But Matt, I know you got some legit of our keys to the season, so why
I
don't you get us
actually
going?
do. I think this might be the one of the most important keys to the season for the entire offense. It's been a kind of a big topic the entire offseason.
A huge
And
disappointment.
no one said anything about being a disappointment. I just said it was
Oh,
a topic. Thanks for
well,
giving it away.
I'm
Um,
sorry. Well, I'm disappointed. Just seeing
clearly,
this player's
clearly,
name makes me disappointed.
clearly, when you hear disappointment, we're talking about Eric Flowers. And I think the biggest key for the offense is Eric Flowers. Just do something. Just
Literally
block
anything.
someone. Yeah, just block someone. Just do something. Um, Even if maybe you like just trip the guy, just something to keep the guy from getting to Eli Manning before he throws the ball in like 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, that was very analytical. So good job. But yeah, uh, no, I agree. Eric Flowers sucks. So hopefully he's at least not the worst human being on the planet this year. I got one. Speaking of this offseason, Janoris Jenkins, you need to find a new fall guy before it's too late. So, you used up your one fall guy this time, so probably just make sure you get a new one. We need you
The
this year.
second fall guy has to be better than the first fall guy too,
Yeah.
because now you're under the microscope.
Yeah, maybe try somebody who you're not related to as well, because you don't want to throw
I
your
agree
brother
with
under the
that.
bus like that. But,
All
cool.
right. Speaking of disappointment, this is probably the second name that everyone thinks of.
Go
Eli
ahead and say it.
Apple.
Ugh.
Don't be a prick. Just don't be.
Yeah.
Stop acting like a 5-year-old. I think you're like 22,
learn how to
23.
cook for yourself. Learn how to do your own laundry.
I don't even care about doing your own laundry or cooking for yourself. Just when you come to the Giants
I do.
facility and you step on the field and wear that Giants uniform, don't be a prick.
That's fair,
Don't be a
but
prick.
also learn how to do your laundry because you're 23 years old. So,
Something like that.
you're the reason why people hate millennials. Cool. I got one more for Odell. Odell, just stay off of any boats or floating objects of any kind, at all times. Just don't. If you see something that's floating, just don't do it. Stay away from it.
I mean,
Deal.
I think at this point we need to even we're talking about like pool floaties too. Like,
Yeah.
don't go on those.
If
I
you
don't
see
even.
water, run.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know if I want him swimming at this
I don't
point.
even want him going outside in the rain.
I think that the locker room showers that's about the top of our like acceptable list. Like you could go
Yeah.
take a shower in the locker room.
Yeah.
After that, nothing at all.
No, nothing in water. I need the
No,
water is lava. Don't touch the water.
I
So
100% agree with you on that.
okay, the last one, and this would probably be something a little bit more serious, but truly heartfelt. Dave Gettleman, continue to kick cancer's ass, man. We love you. You had a great draft this year, man, and we need you. If the Giants are going to be successful, we need Dave Gettleman. So just to continue to kick cancer's ass. We love you, dude, and just keep up the good work there with that, and hopefully you're back on the field soon.
I mean, he said he's going to be back on the field full time some point this season. I believe him. He's in remission. Again, continue to kick cancer's ass. You have the entire Giants fan base behind you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. As people who run a Facebook page who have a lot of Giants fans following it, there's not a single person who doesn't wish you the best, man. So, um, anyway, I know we were talking about Odell. Odell does seem like a new person this year. He seems like he's out there having fun again. He's making plays in training camp. He looks like he's ready to get going. Again, he seems like he's not going to go on any boats this year, and he seems like he's ready to go. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Odell, Matt, heading into this year?
I mean, I'm expecting big things. I think every single Giants fan is expecting big things from Odell this year. We're expecting touchdowns. We're expecting 5 yard slants to the house. I mean, I think it's in the realm of possibility that he leads the league in receptions and yards and touchdowns. I think all three are very possible. Maybe not all three together, but all three are very possible for him.
Yeah, hopefully that happens. And I know that his recovery was grueling. Check out this clip that was posted today about
At
him
least
talking about his recovery.
Falling asleep downstairs, having to get up to my room, and literally having to crawl up 3 flights of stairs to get to my room. So to be able to walk again, to be able to do the little things, you're very appreciative of being able to be back out there.
Yeah, so obviously that sounded pretty grueling. The fact that he had to crawl up and down the stairs, that he couldn't
I
even
just
walk up the stairs by himself.
I liked how he pointed out that obviously lives in a 3 story mansion. So
Oh
he
yeah,
wanted us to know that it was 3 stories he had
right.
to crawl up.
Yeah,
I think that was very important.
because us normal people, at most we have at most 2 stories.
2 stories,
Yeah,
exactly,
at
exactly.
most.
So
Um,
I think he put in that 3 story thing. So he's still living the Odell life,
yeah.
but it was hard and it was grueling.
Hey Odell, if you're listening to this, can you just send me some money, please?
I agree.
Yeah, can you you could just DM me. Well, I'll give you my address. You could just send me some money because, you know, who wouldn't want some money, right? But yeah, he does seem like a new person, and he's gonna have a great year this year, I think. And he just got to just be the Odell of old, tune out the haters. And I know you were mentioning earlier. He also addressed some of the trade rumors before, right?
Yeah, he said they were all rumors and all entirely noise.
Pat
That he
Leonard, Pat Leonard, Pat Leonard.
exactly. He doesn't actually take any of them
That
seriously, and
guy's such a fuck. Pat
I
Leonard
really,
is such
I
a
really
fuck.
hope he looked Pat Leonard right in the eyes as he told him none of that was true. Just because Pat Leonard was the one who started and
Oh
stirred
my
all of that
god.
up for no reason whatsoever.
God, I hate that guy so much. He's so
He is
terrible.
like when obviously awful NY Daily News. They fired a bunch of people last week or two. Really sad for all those people. But like somehow he survived the cut. I don't know how.
Yeah.
And I think the most popular
That's probably why
thing
they're
that
a
he's
failing
currently
newspaper.
the most popular thing he's currently getting on Twitter is people asking him how he managed to survive the cut because he's
God,
just
he's
that
so
bad.
bad. He's so terrible.
At this point, I think if I slipped into Pat Leonard's DMs and told him that Odell was getting traded to the Rams right now, he would probably tweet it and
You
write
should
an
do it.
article
You should
about
do
it.
it. You should do
Call
it.
me an anonymous source.
Do it.
It's what he believes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do it. I'll do it right now. I'll do it
Do it.
right now.
Slide into it right now. Transitioning just a
This
little
is
bit,
live.
still on the topic of idiots, Dallas Cowboys fans. We're going to do a segment every week, and it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys Idiot Fan of the Week. So we're just going to go through social media, and we're going to find just some dumb takes by some really dumb Dallas Cowboys fans, and we're going to just read them on the air here. We're going to give the winner an award, and we're going to tweet at them, make sure they get an opportunity to accept the award. So for this week's winner, we're gonna start off nice and easy for this, but as of today, August 4th, this will be airing sometime, hopefully within the week. But we're gonna give the Dallas Cowboys Idiot Fan of the Week winner to, drum roll please. Can I get a drum roll? Skip Bayless. Congratulations, Skip. You are a first-time winner of the Dallas Cowboys Idiot Fan of the Week award. Skip on August 2nd tweeted, "I have a good feeling about this year's Dallas Cowboys." Well, congrats, Skip. Congrats from all of us for winning this award. You're officially an idiot, as if you weren't already. So, yeah, Skip, you're terrible, and the Cowboys will be too. So
the question's going to be, which one's going to be more terrible? Actually, better question: what's worse, the Cowboys receiving group or Skip Bayless?
Ooh, can I answer with a third option? Can I just say Undisputed? His TV show is just the worst. Worst in everything.
I mean, that is definitely the worst in everything. But at this point, I'm not sure. Like, if Shannon Sharp were to come out of retirement, he might be the Cowboys' best receiver currently.
I would actually agree with that. I think they should bring back T.O. I think the Cowboys should bring back T.O. He'd be the only third ballot Hall of Famer to ever play another game in the NFL.
I'd be down with that. I think that'd be cool.
So funny enough, right as we started recording this, on my Twitter feed, Skip Bayless's worst tweets, a thread came out. I just want to read a few of them. They're not all Giants related, but it just shows how stupid he is. So he said, he said, "You bet I take Tebow in late games over A-Rod." Talking about Aaron Rodgers. Tebow, 4 game-winning drives in 9 starts. Aaron Rodgers is unproven late. Not enough opportunities yet. So he's saying that Tim Tebow is a more clutch quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. That's a pretty terrible take. Another great one that I love is, "I'm sorry, but Von Miller is overrated. I didn't love him at A&M. He disappeared in too many big games, and he's Denver's real MVP, huh?" Well, Skip, wrong again, buddy. We could literally do a whole podcast just reading his tweets, so I'm not going to subject you all to that idiocy.
That might be like a good off-season,
yeah,
middle of May thing to do.
Yeah, we just have a 30-minute show reading Skip Bayless's dumb tweets.
Exactly, just totally trash him. And the thing is that if you even look up dumbest Skip Bayless tweets, there's I don't know. I mean, we're talking at least the first page.
There's catalogs.
And it's different companies too. So it wouldn't be very original of us, but I mean, who cares? We'll steal someone's good idea. We're talking
37,600 times.
And I'd say probably
at least half of them are dumb, right?
Oh yeah, at least half of them. And probably the other half is probably him fighting with someone else.
Yeah,
about
him and Shannon Sharp. Skip. Shannon Sharp. But yeah, so congratulations, Skip. You're officially the first ever Dallas Cowboys Idiot Fan of the Week winner. Cool. Got some cool news for you guys, though. Go ahead, Matt.
This is some great podcast or radio. Should we tweet him right now live on the show so that everyone can see?
What do you? All
right.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We already
tweet him.
Sent the tweet out. It's live. He's the official winner.
Well, he should be honored, and we're so proud of you, Skip. Congratulations. So, but obviously, Skip Bayless, he's going to be back in midseason form first, but football season's officially back, which means that you've got to get hooked up with the latest and greatest New York Giants gear. You've got to get your Saquon Barkley jersey, one of our fresh new team hats, and the rest of the 2018 sideline gear collection. And there's no question that Fanatics, the official retailer of the NFL and all other major sports leagues, is the best place to shop for Giants gear. If you go onto our Facebook page, that's facebook.com/Giants366, and click on the Shop Now button for exclusive discounts on Giants merchandise from Fanatics. So go to that page, again, facebook.com/Giants366. Click on the Shop Now button. You're going to get exclusive discounts on some Giants merchandise. Check it out. Do it. Get geared up for the season. Matt, what's one piece of gear you want this year?
I already got it, but I wanted that Saquon Barkley jersey.
Oh, nice. That's a good choice.
I got a rep. Yeah, exactly. I mean, why not go with the mainstream total, what everyone else is doing?
Why be contrarian?
Exactly.
Yeah, there's
There's
no
no
point.
point in being original ever.
Yeah, no,
Um,
none.
so I want to be like the 70,000 other fans that are going to be at the Giant Stadium repping a Saquon Barkley jersey.
I agree. Yeah, you want to fit in, so that
Exactly.
makes sense. Cool. So we're gonna get to a little fact or fiction here ahead of the NFL season. So Matt, do you want to go first? You want me to go first? Because we're gonna grill each
We don't
other.
we don't know these. Like,
We don't know these, so we're just gonna. I'm gonna ask Matt the questions. Matt's gonna ask me. So you're gonna get organic
I,
takes here.
mine aren't formed in questions, so
Oh,
they're just kind of statements, and you're gonna have to tell me if they're fact or fiction.
okay. Cool.
Um,
Well, let's
because
let.
I didn't know that
Why
we
don't
were
you go
doing
first,
that.
Matt? Well, why don't you go
Okay.
first?
Um, speaking of Saquon Barkley,
Sure.
fact or fiction? Will Saquon Barkley be second on the team in targets?
I'm going to say fact.
Fact. Okay.
Yeah, I think that Odell will obviously be first in targets, but I think when you have a weapon like Barkley, I think he'll play in the slot. I think he'll play, we'll be actually hopefully be able to execute a screen pass with him. It'll be a thing of beauty. So really, really excited for that. I'm going to go fact.
All right.
Keeping it on the
You're up.
topic of Saquon Barkley, Matt, this is one for you. Will Saquon Barkley, all right, let me rephrase it. I'm gonna put it in the form of a statement for you, okay? Saquon
I put
Barkley.
mine in a question though. So I mean, if you want to do questions, it's fine. I
Well,
already switched mine.
I just already switched mine to statement, so we're just gonna
Oh,
keep trudging along.
okay.
But
Okay.
Saquon Barkley will have more rushing yards than Odell Beckham Jr. will have receiving yards.
Fiction.
Okay.
I think that Barkley may have more total yards, rushing and receiving than Odell. I actually think that's basically a fact. But I think Odell's going to approach that 1,500 yard mark receiving. And I think Barkley's probably going to be around like the 1100s. But I think that he's also going to add 500, 600, 700 yards receiving potentially. So, total yards going Saquon. But if it's just rushing versus receiving for Odell and Saquon, taking Odell for that.
Cool. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. You're up.
All right. Speaking again of disappointment, Eric Flowers, fact or fiction? Will he start every game that he is healthy for?
No.
So fiction.
No way. I don't care if he's on the right side or the left side. He's human garbage. He's terrible. And he's not gonna be good this year. He's not gonna be good on the right side. There's still really good edge rushers that come off the off the left end. So no, he's not gonna be good.
Okay, but then my only thing is who else is going to play there then?
Me. I'll fly up there. Dave Gettleman, if you're listening to this, I know you are. Fly me up there, put me at right tackle. I can't be any worse. I promise. So at least Eli will know every play he has to roll left if I'm playing right tackle.
I mean, he already has to roll left every play now.
Probably. Cool. Moving on. All right. Here's one for you, Matt. Alec Ogletree will have more tackles than Landon Collins. Fact or fiction?
I'm going to go with fact on that one.
Okay.
Obviously, Collins is going to play, closer to the line of scrimmage. We're talking a lot of analytics here. Collins is going to play closer to the line of scrimmage than the average safety, but Ogletree is still playing that linebacker position. I expect Ogletree to be on the field for all three downs, just as Collins would be. But I think Ogletree being closer to the line of scrimmage, I think is going to lead to just more overall tackles, especially in the run game. As teams, as the Giants try to shut down the run, which is something they kind of struggled with a little bit last year. But I also think that, since we're playing that 3-4, Ogletree is going to be rushing from the middle, right where Snacks is. Snacks is going to take up two blockers. Ogletree, gets left free on a lot of plays, and I think that's where he's going to, make his money, so to speak. So I'm going to take Ogletree, maybe not by a ton, but I think that the linebacker has more tackles than the safety.
Cool. You're up.
All right. Fact or fiction? Odell Beckham Jr. signs a new deal before the start of the season.
Fact. The Giants are smart enough to know that they don't want this dragging on during the season. Odell obviously wants to make sure he doesn't get hurt again. Fact. And plus,
No.
he wants to buy more 3-story mansions. Maybe he wants to get paid so much that he's going to be able to buy like a 6 or 7-story mansion, actually.
My anonymous source told me that he's probably going to be signing within the next week.
Mm. Mm.
So
Good to know.
sources, if
Sources.
Odell Beckham Jr. signs within the next week, we get credit.
Yeah. And
We
if he
take the
doesn't,
credit.
it's
not our fault.
Right.
Bad source.
Yeah, we're not real reporters.
We're not responsible for our sources unless they're right.
Yeah. That's our policy here. And also, if you have any information that you think could be right, just please send us a DM or a message, and if you sound like you're sure, if you possess like a feeling in your heart and you sound confident in it, we'll probably report it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to.
Yeah,
because again, if you're wrong, we're not wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's sources.
And if we're right, then we'll get more followers and page views.
Exactly.
And happy days.
Exactly. So if Odell signs this week, you need to credit us. That all Giants beat writers, heck, even the official Giants Twitter, we want credit.
Yeah.
At Giants366 on Twitter, we want credit. Give it to us.
Yeah. New York Giants 366 on Facebook. Yeah, please do. So, cool. Am I up or you up? I think
you're up. This is the last one.
Last one. Evan Ingram will have more receptions than Sterling Shepard.
Fact. I actually think that in terms of like offensive like order of like our targets, it's gonna go Odell, Saquon, Ingram. I think that especially like for those of you that play fantasy football, everyone's expecting big things from Odell, Ingram, Shepard, and Barkley. And I think Shepard's the guy you kind of maybe want to avoid if we're talking from like a volume aspect. I think he's going to get the least amount of volume. So the other 3 guys are the ones that I would focus on. And it's nothing against Shepard. I think Shepard's a really good player. I just think obviously Odell and Barkley are both freaks of nature, and Ingram is just such a big matchup nightmare that the Giants are just going to find different ways to use him. So Shepard's going to kind of go on the back burner.
Yeah, that's pretty good analysis right there. Awesome. So that was Fact or Fiction. Hope you guys enjoyed that segment. We might do that every once in a while. That's probably one of our more serious segments. We did put out on Friday, so yesterday, we put out some questions. We wanted to get some fan questions, and we did get one question. And the question was, and first off, only one question. We have 3,400 likes, whatever it is. I think you guys could do better than that personally next week. So, Matt, would you agree?
I 100% agree. I'm talking about disappointment. I mean, Eric Flowers, Eli Apple, your lack of questions is probably third.
Yeah, we need you guys to be better. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you could tell, but Matt's actually he's sick this week. He's got a cold. He's playing through an injury for this.
Exactly. I'm sick, and I'm doing this for you, and you can't even ask me a question.
Right. You can't even let us chew up more time by asking us good questions. So we're expecting better from you next week.
Everyone, all 3,500-ish of you that like us, we're disappointed with you, except for Danny. Danny, you asked us a question, and you're the best.
Thank you. We're your number one fan.
Exactly. We're your number one fan, top of the list.
Yeah, so good job. But Danny asked, how big do you think Odell Beckham's contract will be? Will it be the biggest in the league? Matt, I'll let you answer first. Go ahead.
The only way he doesn't sign a contract that is the highest paid wide receiver in the league is if the Giants offer him a little bit less and make it fully guaranteed.
Bingo.
So unless the Giants offer him, I could see him taking like 3 years, 50, 52-ish, maybe 54-ish if it's all guaranteed, which I don't think would put him at the top. Otherwise, he's going to break every single annual record, I guess, for receivers.
Yeah, I think it could redefine the market, if you will, because he's that good. So I personally think Odell Beckham probably sounds biased coming from us Giants fans here, but you could argue that he could end up being the best receiver of all time.
Definitely. He definitely could be.
So there's a hot take for you. You might need some Advil after that one. But But yeah,
But
there's really no reason why he can't be. He scores a touchdown in 4 out of every 5 games he plays in, so which is unreal.
in terms of how big, like if you wanted a dollar amount, I think it's probably safe that he hits the 17 million mark
Yeah.
in average salary per year.
So do the math. That's a lot of money. So good
Yeah,
for you,
it is.
Odell. Again, you sent us some money. My Venmo's open. But cool. All right, so we're almost to the end of our show. One thing I always say is you have to do an obligatory preseason record prediction for the regular season. So, Matt, what do you think the Giants' record will be this year?
We're talking about record for the preseason, or we're talking
No,
about record for the
record
regular
for the
season?
regular season. So that way, you could be like, if when you're wrong in the regular season, you could be like, I said in the preseason we'd be this, and we were actually this.
I know I'm going to get ripped by this from some non-Giants fans, but I actually truly think the Giants are going to go 10-6 and be a wild card this year.
Okay. All right. I mean, I hope you're right because it's more rosy than my prediction will be. I'm going to go 8-8. I think we got middle of the pack talent this year on defense. I think our offensive line's still a little bit of a question mark. I think that's going to take another year or two to rebuild. But I think 8-8. I think we could go 10-6. So I wouldn't, hate that obviously. So I hope you're right and I'm wrong in that. Another follow-up question for you, Matt. Do you think we score over 30 points this season? Follow-up question. At least once.
I really do. I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna go bold prediction here. Super bold prediction here, and I'm gonna say that the Giants score 30 points week 1 against Jacksonville.
That is bold. That is hot.
And I know that it sounds pretty crazy. Like you said, it sounds extremely
Definitely
hot.
sounds crazy.
But when they play good offenses, okay, they tend to struggle, just like any team really does. I mean, Pittsburgh dropped 42 on them in the playoffs. San Francisco, who really isn't that good of an offense, dropped 44.
Hey, Jimmy Garoppolo.
I'm
He's
just
going to be really good.
But Garoppolo wasn't even that good last
He's
year.
never lost a game as a starter. Have you ever lost a game as an NFL starter? Well, trick
I
question.
haven't.
You haven't played. So, have you ever won? Are you undefeated? Yeah, I guess you are technically undefeated.
But San Francisco dropped 44 on them. They beat up on bad quarterbacks and bad offenses last year. They held the Ravens to 7 points. Obviously, they went
Joe
and
Flacco's not bad.
Sure, we'll go with that.
He's going to have a lot more weapons this year with Lamar Jackson as a wide receiver.
They played a Deshaun Watson-less Texans twice and held both of them to 7 points. They held Cincinnati to 7 points. They held Cleveland to 7 points. They held an Andrew Luck-less Colts to a combined 10 points in 2 games. So, I mean, I think a lot of your statistics that you're saying that this Jacksonville defense was so strong was this Jacksonville defense beating up on the bottom of the NFL. And I think that if what we're expecting from this Giants offense is true, this Giants offense is capable of dropping 30 points on any defense.
Well,
so that's
I hope
super
you're
bold.
right. I hope you're right.
It's
I'll
super
put it
bold.
Like that.
It's super bold. I mean, I'm not saying guaranteed to happen, but I'm going to go ahead and throw my ring in the fire on that. And again, you can give me credit if it happens.
Okay. Well, I hope you're right. You have any final thoughts as we put this out? Hopefully, it'll be out before our preseason game on Thursday against Cleveland. Any final thoughts?
Go Giants. We love you guys, and I'm expecting big things from you.
Yeah. Hopefully, you guys listen, subscribe to us on iTunes, tell your friends that we exist, and give us some ideas. Tell us what you want to hear. This is the People's Podcast, so
Yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah, we literally will be, we'll do literally anything for you to listen to us. Just kidding, not really, but
I'm not kidding.
Matt,
I will do anything. I will do anything.
Within reason.
Anything.
Except
no, just anything.
Okay.
I will do anything for you to listen to me.
Okay, and Dave Gettleman, thanks for listening. I know you are.
Pat Shermer.
Pat Shermer, Patty, we appreciate you, man.
I know Eli's gonna listen to this on his commute.
Yeah, and also Ben McAdoo, we know you're still around. And just in case you are listening to this, on behalf of New York Giants Nation everywhere, fuck you, Ben McAdoo. So, wholeheartedly fuck you.
100% agree.
Yeah. So,
Um,
but I think that's it. Cool. Well, we appreciate you guys listening. Tune in. We're going to probably put something out after the first preseason game. During the season, we're going to try, I think, to do twice a week during the season, one right after the game and then one midweek. So stay tuned. We love you guys, and keep tuning in.
Love you guys.